Croeso nôl, muy bon dias. Welcome back to the Finger Ymdrech Diaries. In this week's fun-packed episode, I'll be admiring all the stones I harvested from my vegetable plot. The chickens get into the kitchen.
Granville, fetch your cloth.
And Bob has a tantrum.
Don't call me Bob. Don't call me Bob. Don't call me Bob. Stop calling me Bob. It's a boy's name. Don't call me Bob. I tell you one more time. Don't call me Bob. I'm a girl. Don't call me Bob or his claws the next time. I'm warning you. I really am. I'm sick to death of calling me Bob.
I'm so glad you're here. Things are getting a bit desperate, to tell you the truth. High management is away in the UK, sampling the delights of the weather of the old country. Now, Julie normally manages an army of staff that helps her with the day-to-day running of the finca. Housekeeping, catering, shopping, laundry, watering the plants, etc. Now, none of Julie's staff have turned in while she's away. So once she comes back, she'll no doubt have strenuous words to say to them all, or I hope she does anyway. The house is a mess. Provisions are getting desperate. I'm down to some sort of mint chocolate ice cream, which is not very nice, to tell you the truth. Biscuits are just an imaginary item. They ran out weeks or months ago. I have a tin of spam that's lurking in the back of the cupboard, but if I'm honest, I wouldn't even feed that to the dogs. So things are not quite there yet, but I'm getting ready to send up a mayday. To add insult to injury, our neighbours are away as well, so I'm looking after their house. So this morning, before breakfast, I went up with the ugly sisters. I started a car. Wait there. Out, come on. Slowly. Bella, come on. I walked the ugly sisters around the block.
Come on, let's go.
Go, the car was running. For about an hour, something like that. I watered their plants and came back and had my breakfast.
The ugly sisters like it around here. They're sort of a bit new to them. Trouble is, the day before we bumped into a stag, almost literally. And the devils were gone. They were gone. They were about a kilometre away from me before I could scream at them. Eventually came back very, very pleased with themselves. Don't know whether they actually caught the stag or not, but they give her a good run for his money, no doubt. All these polytunnels are empty. Apparently there's food shortages in the UK of salads and the like, and all these polytunnels and empty. When they finish with things in Spain, they just seem to abandon them. That old machine has been there for about 10 years, apparently. Every time I see it, I say to Julie, I'd love to have that machine. She says, why? I said, I don't know, but I'd love to have it. Probably just as big as our house. More polytunnels empty. Can't imagine what they cost to put up, but they just abandon. They're full of all sorts of paraphernalia. Guaranteed to were they to inadvertently wander into one and start collecting some stuff that looks useful. They'd belong to somebody, but at the minute it's just abandoned.
So I'm doing a little bit of a sweep up here now because the wind's been blowing and it's just like this half the Sahara is on the floor here. So after breakfast, I've got the hen house to clean out, got to clean water for the hens. I've got to collect all the eggs. That's a whopper. Got to collect all the dog eggs. I've got to water all our plants. And then after that, maybe, just maybe, I'll be able to do some of my jobs. It's a rock and roll life I'm living these days. It's a glorious sunny Saturday. My old life, I would probably be thinking about going to the pub this evening, maybe even a curry or a kebab, and I'd be doing my hair and my lipstick. Life. I was invited to go and get some manure. Yes, doesn't get any sexier than that. So I have a selection of trailers, none of them yet road legal in Spain, but I thought I would chance it anyway. But then this morning when I went to plug my electrics into the car, the plugs are different, so it wasn't to be. So driving a trailer without an MOT or an ITV, as they call it in Spain, was one thing, but driving one without working lights was just stretched too far for a couple of barfuls of horse manure, I think. So I've had to improvise, and Julie's van is full of horse manure. Don't tell her, will you? As a child, I made a promise to myself that I'd have nothing to do with gardening. It's just far too much work. The thing needs to be dug, carried or lifted, which is part of the reason I'm trying to do no dig. But the worst part for me is irrigation. I hate watering plants. It is absolutely mind-numbing. Child, I seem to remember that most of the irrigation duties fell on my shoulders, and I promised myself then that I have nothing to do with gardening. And then the dreaded watering. Have I said? I hate watering. My friend Javier has found this source of manure and asked me if I'd like to join him on a manure run this morning, so it would have been awfully rude for me to have said no. I had hoped that I'd be working on my irrigation system, because I don't know if I mentioned it, but I don't like watering plants. Never mind. And more to the point, I've got to go home now and empty all the manure out of the van to a level that tyre management wouldn't even know that it's been in here. Bloody twitch. Just tore a great big hole in the bottom of the sack.
Oh, take her easy there, Pilgrim.
Well, I'm hoping you didn't get that, but I just fell. But it's okay. I saved the manure. I pulled it all over myself.
This is essentially a follow-on from the last video. Still got 2 beds left to form. I think I said in the last video I would make 4, but I'm going to do 2. I really need to do something about the holes in the box for my tractor before things start falling out.
There's a deceptive amount of earth that's come out of this trench. Oh, thank you, Frida. Thank you.
After digging the holes, I try and put as much organic matter as I can find. Some grass, some grana beans. Then I sieve some more dirt, and I see what I'm doing. I'm just covering it up with some more dirt. Then I put a thin skim of compost on top. About a barrel full every 3 meters of bed length. Doesn't go far. So I rake it out a little bit just to show willing. And it's back with a topped off with more dirt. And more dirt. See me in the background there, headless man, sifting the dirt. I finished sifting the dirt and I'd spare you the details of me digging another trench, but I finished the beds now, so now I'm tidying up the paths as best I can with a machine. I'm not great with a mini digger, but it's sure beats a pick and a shovel and a rake. Inevitably there are more stones, so I try to get the ugly sisters to help me find them and get rid of them.
Cheeky human. Calling us ugly.
He should look in the mirror.
Any stones yet?
I thought I had, but it was a cat nugget.
Stinking cat.
I think they are tasty.
If he wants to look for stones, he can do it without me. Let's go. He isn't looking.
They'd done their job, but we got rid of all the stones and my paths look quite good. So I dragged the access lane then with my tractor. That's about as good as I'm going to be able to get the paths with my machine driving skills.
Man's got to know his limitations.
Here they are. I'm very pleased with them. Very's a stretch. I'm pleased with them. They need covering with cardboard and mulch really, but I haven't got enough cardboard and I certainly haven't got enough mulch. They'll do for me. Nice flat paths with the obligatory stone. I didn't sieve the paths obviously. I'm not that much of a masochist. And then I dug them all up again. Put some irrigation pipes in. I want to put my irrigation pipes in a big loop or a ring to alleviate any problems I might have with low pressure. The longer the pipe run, the pressure drops off towards the end, so hopefully by making it in a big loop or a circle, I'll stop that. You can see the invisible man is helping me install some pipes. Not great camera work, but hopefully gives you the idea. Put these saddles on at various intervals to suit yourself. I want to be able to turn the irrigation on as a whole, as in water all the beds, but I'd like to have some sort of flexibility that if I want to isolate a bed, then I can turn it off. Really speaking, I should have put an individual tap for every pipeline, because every bed is going to have possibly 3 pipes in it. That's an awful lot of taps to buy, and it would bound to have made the financial controller excited. Well, I'll opt to do it this way: 1 tap per bed, and I will split the feeds again. I'll show you that in another video. Smaller pipe is for my grapevines. So that's my pipe loop ring installed. Should test them really, but my father says if you've got to test, then you've got no confidence in your work, so I'm not going to test. And there it is, all raked over. Nice flat paths again. You wouldn't even know I've been here. Just by magic.
Well, thank you for watching, and really thank you for staying till the end. If you found any of it interesting, perhaps you could leave me a message in the comments below.